guys, so this is the very last part in my organisational series, which is covering how I look after, organise my pets, which, as you know, are my 2 rabbits and my 2 guinea pig girlies. It's going to be a fairly shortish video because when I originally decided to chunk these up into parts, I thought the pets one was going to be a lot longer than it is, and it's not, and because I don't really have much to say. But you know me, I can talk for England. So let's get started. Okay, so as you've seen my Filofax already in the first few parts, you will know that I have at the back some tabs with names on. I'll just focus that a little bit better for you. So each animal has their own tab, and I've got 2 guinea pigs. One's called Betty Boop, but we call her Betty or Bet or Bet Bet. The other one is Bay Cupcake, but we call her Bay. That's 2 guinea pigs, 2 rabbits, Nibbles and Splodge. And if you want to find out more about my bunnies, go over to my other channel, Ginger Juice, and I'll introduce them to you, and you'll see why I'm inspired to draw rabbits all the time. Not so good at drawing guinea pigs. I want to learn how to draw guinea pigs though, but I'm not so good at drawing rabbits. Anyway, so I'm going to just do one because they all follow the same format, but I'll show you the dividers in case you want to see how pretty they are. So that's bays, that's Nibbles, little bumblebees, and that's Splodges, big flowers. So they're all really pretty and they all follow the same format. Right, okie dokie. So, I'll zoom in a bit for you. I feel like singing today. So the first thing is their vaccination tracker, which I've only just made, which is why it's not filled in. So I thought I'd do a video on that. Down the sides, I've just used some of that new Scotch Expressions tape because I wanted to like experiment with it, and it's quite good because it just reinforces the holes a little bit, but it makes it look a bit pretty. So I've used pink for the guinea pigs and the teal for the bunnies, and they've all got the same vaccination tracker. So I'm basically just going to put in like their due date, what type of vaccination they need to have, when their appointment is, when I booked it, and sort of any follow-up, so if there's any sort of adverse symptoms or anything following that. So that's how I do that. But you know, thinking on it, that could be used for humans as well, couldn't it? You know, so we don't really go on holidays where you need any sort of vaccines. We just tend to kind of stay in the UK or go to Europe or the States, and we haven't really needed any. But should we need any vaccines, I do have that ready to go. And so the other thing I do is basically in the past I've kind of, you know, if the animals have had sort of some health concerns or whatever, you then kind of forget, like Betty for example, she gets the snuffles a lot, and I mean a lot. And every time, like, I mean the vets keep their records, but the vets are really good where we go, and they give us extra Baytril because Betty's had Baytril is the guinea pig antibiotics, and I will get to the point in a minute, I promise you. So the Baytril is the guinea pig antibiotics, and she gets the snuffles a lot, so we know what to do. We know the symptoms, you know, it's always the same. So they've given us our own Baytril to administer. So basically we can administer ourselves for about 3 to 4 days, and then if she's not getting any better, take her into the vets, because the vets say the first thing they always do is give them the antibiotics as a start. So if we've already got that at home, we could just start off the administration. And it was getting to the point where she was having it really regularly, and if she was getting better, if after the 3 days she was getting better, then we wouldn't take her to the vets. So then there was no record of it at the vets. So we needed to start keeping our own record basically, so we could sort of see how frequently she was getting it. So I mean, this is fairly recent. As you can see, it's 2013 September. So I have really truly just recently developed this system. So I was just writing it down, the notes of what happened, and she recently had like some mites, a little skin problem. She's been through a lot in the last few months. In the middle of June we moved house. A couple of weeks after that her partner died. The week after we introduced a new piggy. You know, so she's just sort of been through it a bit really. She's a bit stressed. So we can kind of keep all the notes for her. So then I've basically designed this, which is kind of this but in a more coherent layout really. So I've got the name, I've got the date, and then I've got the symptoms, and then the care, treatment given and follow-ups. So I can just log, you know, she had the snuffles, we gave her the Baytril, etc. Excuse me, and I printed off a few of these so that they're ready to go and they'll just live in the Filofax. So that's a little bit more coherent. And the little bunnies on it. Oh no, I need to draw some guinea pigs really. But yeah, so that's a bit more kind of coherent for logging. And then so I've got the details of what's happened, and then I also, the vets, they always print out an A5 invoice with everything detailed on there. I've put a post-it note on there to cover up the name and address of the vets and our personal details. And so I've started to file these as well, so we can also see what she was given and, you know, how much it cost. And cost isn't an object, you know, when it comes to the animals. They're our children. We decided to have them, therefore we need to be responsible for them and give them the treatment that they need. But it is also useful to know how much it's cost. And that's it really, because the pets follow you know, everyone else follows the same format. But Bay hasn't had anything, luckily, neither has Nibbles, and Splodge has, but she follows the same. So that's it. That's how I kind of keep them sort of organised. And yeah, I'm planning on doing some videos on my other channel if you want to, if you're really into your bunnies and guineas as well. I'm planning on doing some other videos about them on my other channel, which was, because it's not relevant to this channel really. So that's it. That's the very last in the instalment, the 5-part series. That was part 5. So so yeah, thanks for watching, and look out for almost a part 6 really, but a vlog just kind of debriefing and catching up with you guys. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.